terms of the basketball game, I mean, shoot, there were 2 quality opponents coming in here this weekend. They test you in really different ways, and if you look at this box score, the difference is the 3-point line. Obviously, we out-rebounded them. We had less turnovers. We had, we competed, but we made too many game plan mistakes, and a good offensive team will get you on that. We're disappointed in that, and we'll use it, I think, to get better and be ready for our next, weekend, and hopefully more basketball after that.
Take questions for Kaitlyn first, please. Luca?
Kaitlyn, obviously you were guarding Alyssa for most of the night. Just how kind of frustrating was it to pick up that 5th foul and not be able to kind of close and help kind of guard her down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, it's always frustrating, when, you pick up that many fouls. That's something I've been prone to a little bit. I know I just got to be smarter moving forward. But, I mean, regardless of the frustration, I have the confidence in my teammates to pick up right where I left off, you know what I mean? So, regardless of how it happened, whatever happened, when I walked out, it's about the team. So, I think she's a great player, and we just gotta play hard, and at the end of the game, if it happens that way, it happens that way.
I mean, KP was a warrior. I thought she was phenomenal. I mean, look at her stat line, right? 13, 8, 3 assists, no turnovers, and guarded, probably the toughest cover who's not on our team in this league. And I thought she did a great job. And I mean, Peely's really, really good. I mean, you take away the free throws, obviously, and it's a really great job at her. I mean, she got to the line, which is what she does, but that's not the stat line that beat us. It's a 3-point line, and I thought Katie was phenomenal.
Adam?
I had a question for Coach.
Okay, any more? To me.
Kaitlyn, obviously, this is at the end of your USC time, but just what has this year meant to you, and on senior night, can you kind of like reflect on this season here with the Trojans?
Yeah, I mean, the season has been great for me. Just being able to have a new team, a new home away from home. And I think, despite how this game went, this is what I came here for. Just to play top teams, to play the top competition. And that's what we're doing. So I'm excited for the rest of the season and looking forward to, Pac-12 conference and NCAA tournament. But overall, this has been a great experience for me.
D'Angelo?
Kaitlyn, you kind of stepped up to the plate, like doing the dirty work, getting the offensive rebounds, the putbacks, and things like that. Can you kind of talk about your mindset as you were going through that moment and going through those things?
Yeah, I mean, I know, I think it's just about being a team. It's been long enough where I know when my teammates are pulling up, where they're shooting, and that's just about me doing my role and them doing their role. I have confidence in them. They're going to take that shot confidently, and I'm going to be there to pick them up,
Any more questions for Kaitlyn?
Let me just say this, and I'll be a lot more basketball play. She's a pro. She's a pro, right? Who comes to this? She resurrected Columbia. She was phenomenal. She came to this level, and we cannot be where we want to be without her, and to be honest, she got injured for a little bit. It's really caught a rhythm now, and everybody's saying, "Why are you 1-7 in a row?" I mean, it's a lot of people, but it's a huge part of it. So yeah, I mean, I still think our best basketball's in front of us, but I could tell you about all of our other stuff and internships and changing the world, but just for here, she is a pro who's shown she can play at any level and is a piece, a really important piece on a good team, and that translates to the pro level because we play with other good players there too. Yep.
Katie?
All right, let her go get ready. Mom's here.
Get ready.
Sister's
Let's get
here.
more questions for Lindsay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey Lindsay, apologize if this came up earlier, but with Juju today, was she was kind of on the court, off the court. Was she ill a little bit, or?
I mean, I know they gave her fluids, a lot of fluids, I think, at IV at halftime. What else can you say about the kid? She lays it all out on the line every single day. I think we've all never seen anything like it in terms of the ability to go that hard all the time. And, we have a team around us really managing that in terms of, her nutrition fluids. I think it was just a fluids thing. And, we got her back as quickly as we could. And when they told me she's good to go, then I trust the medical team.
Jim?
Is some of that just because of how hard she works?
Yes.
That she's sort of not worn herself to the nub, but she takes a lot out of herself.
She does. I mean, she plays extremely hard on both ends of the floor and everything in between. She's a phenomenal athlete, like in the way that her body functions. I mean, all the measurements and tests we do, but yes, we're very, aware of obviously giving her rest when she needs it, but there's no like interchanger for the actual game. Like the 40 minutes of the game, she's gonna go all out, and that's one of the 1,000 million reasons we love her. She's just not a superstar who takes a minute off.
Adam and then Sue.
Coach, obviously, you obviously on a senior today, but someone ironic that it was senior who started to quit USC was Appealy, who had a big game for Utah to help you. So what were your thoughts on her performance in today, especially in the context of having coached her for USC?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super supportive of Alyssa Peely. Obviously, we want to beat her when she plays us, but I've never been doesn't work out someone leaves and you wish them ill. That's my personality anyway. But in this particular thing, like, it's been positive all the way around, right? Like, I am extremely impressed with what she did when she left here. She had a rough last year here with a lot of like personal stuff going on, and she elected to go somewhere else to get herself back to where she wanted to be. She put the work in, she recommitted to what makes her happy and good, and I respect that. I've always known what kind of talent she is. I'm not surprised. I mean, the numbers have been phenomenal. I'm not surprised, but the kid's spent a couple years here. She gave her blood, sweat, and tears here. USC fans should obviously appreciate that, and we wish her well in everything that she's gonna do. Other than I'd rather come away with a win, but nothing but respect and appreciation for Alyssa and her family, and really I see the work that she put in to get to where she is now, and credit to her and credit to Lynn.
Sue, and then last question, Luca. Henry.
LG, you guys didn't get off to the best start shooting wise, but there were some really great moments, especially in the second half when you guys closed the gap a few times. What did they do to keep you from closing that gap and staying close?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, Sue. I was having to look at this and say it's a three-point line, and their offense, but it was our offense in the first quarter too. It just took us a while. I mean, I'll watch the film. Some of it was just some missed shots, but more of it was I think we couldn't catch our rhythm, and I thought we started attacking more in quarters 2, 3, and 4. I thought, not that we can't, make some of those shots we took, but we didn't make the defense work as much, and then I thought we put them on our heels and started putting them on their heels and started drawing fouls and stuff. But yeah, that first quarter we obviously we're on the struggle bus offensively, couldn't get it going, and then they're too good of a team offensively to be playing from behind.
Luca, and then Henry, last question.
Lindsay, you talked about Katie just, kind of sacrificing a lot of the dirty work that she does, and again, just on senior night, it seems like a lot of just them have bought into, playing with Juju and sacrificing, a lot of them, Mackenzie and Kayla and what have you, play bigger roles in other places and have sacrificed to kind of make it work with Juju. What has that meant to just this program when you think about them on senior night?
Yeah, I don't know if the word that I would use is sacrifice. I think they really understand basketball, and they're flexible players. They're good at a number of things, right? So first of all, like Katie said, I think they all came here to win. They all came here to play in the NCAA tournament. I believe collectively they've won NCAA tournament game, and that was Kenzie as a freshman, maybe 2. I think we won the first one her freshman year, which they will get to do, and just to make their mark on this program, and they have. How they have treated you and how they have interacted with her has just been phenomenal on a lot of levels. It's not just interacting with you on the court, how they fit into the team, but I think the support that they show, the maturity that they have, there seems to be an awareness that they're playing, with this phenomenal young kid in her freshman year, and that will be the case forever. And I think the lasting impact they've made on her, Jude probably doesn't even realize how unique that is and how cool it's been. But I think, this is a team. This is really a team. It's not just those 3. I think everyone kind of buys into what, we asked them to do, and in particular the Ivy kids. They knew stepping up to this level, their roles would be a little bit different, but I think they've been more impactful as any times in their careers anywhere.
Henry.
Coach, you mentioned some game plan mistakes. Was there anything specifically you wish you had done differently, and maybe anything you can take away from that?
Yeah, I mean, just again, watching the film, I always see a lot more, but I would say in particular, we just didn't run them off the 3-point line enough, flat out, period, right? For them to take 27 attempts is too many. There were a couple times on strong side where, it's hard, they shift the ball, but when Vietta's, going to the paint and she's probing, what I would call gnashing, right? You got to stay out on the strong side a couple times. We help in on the strong side. or obviously some kick out, threes. We lost people, but we mixed up some different ball screen coverages to take away the 3-point line. And I think we're gonna look back and we could do a couple things a little bit better to take away the 3-point line.